Hello, this is Brian Foster, and I'm bringing you another message, a communication from a spirit. And this message pertains to the subject, study and expand your knowledge of the spirit world. Again, this is a message from the Christian Seed Spiritist Center. It's from the medium Mario Lúcio de Marinho during a mediums meeting on January 9th, 2020. And I'll have this whole message reproduced below so you can read it at your leisure and understand it and go through it and interpret it at your leisure the way you would like to. Before I begin, I would like to ask everyone to please subscribe, hit the bell, give us a thumbs up, share this if it's interesting to you and you want to share it with your friends. The more we can bring Spiritism and understanding of the spirit world and why you are going through what you are going through here on Earth, the more we can move this planet to a higher level where everyone has a more cleansing harmony and vibration, and we can move the whole planet to be the paradise where it should be. I'll start the message. May Jesus be with everyone, thank God. May we, united in a single commitment in the task of good, exercise the work of Christ with love and joy in the implantation of good on this planet. Every time we expand our knowledge, because the non-transferable power of beneficial and grandiose attunement is within us, we fluidly establish the resources that mediumship with love can provide to work. The Spiritist group that cultivates values of knowledge and systematic study and careful observation of the good news of Christ Jesus is seeking to obtain greater spirituality and more effective and gradual accompaniment, extending the possibilities of exercising a task of helping the challenges of the Spirit to obtaining more and more divine resources to take advantage of the mediumistic work of exchange, of preciousness, within what Christ teaches us of love for our neighbor as ourselves. So let me stop there for a second. So, what Allan Kardec, the codifier of Spiritism, in the 1850s brought the third revelation right after Moses, and then Jesus was the second revelation, and Spiritism is the third revelation, which each subsequent revelation brought us more and more information. The third revelation brought us a lot of information, told us more about reincarnation and karma and what a spirit is and why we're here. And now, as part of the third revelation, they are trying to more talk directly to regular humans, incarnates on Earth. And that is why this message saying, please study more. This is a lot of it is focused on mediums who will sit in a group and actually talk to the other side. But it even pertains to all of us here. We need to study Spiritism, study our spirituality. You don't have to study Spiritism, at least, but meditate and pray and ask for guidance. That just getting on that road is wonderful. But the more we do, the more we understand that we are this immortal soul, and that when we get rid of this body, it's nothing. We are who we are when we go to the other side, and then we're in the spirit world for a while. We learn what we can there. We come back here, and we're back here in order to improve our character and our personality. So let me carry on. The interest, the condition of persevering pursuit and specializing each day through study in the search for knowledge and responsible experimentation in mediumistic practice is in the hands of each of you so that the team can sustain itself and can progressively conquer and raise each more in obtaining the blessing of God in favor of the success of doing good through sanctifying mediumship. The favor that each one makes available through the love that is given to the relief service returns in an invisible but effective and constructive way in the life of those who are understanding themselves as able to serve Jesus in the construction of a balanced planet where well-being, it will configure the reincarnation process of the future so that the creatures are fraternal and loving. So there's a lot in this last sentence. What the Spirit is telling us is that, and that Spiritism tells us in general, that we have been a planet of atonement. We've been here where we are on Earth to learn from our past wrongs, and we pay for our past wrongs through trials and tribulations. We are now on the cusp, the beginning of becoming a planet of regeneration, which will be, we won't have all these different types of spirits around us. The spirits who are indifferent and ignorant, they'll be cast out of this planet, and we will be here in a much more harmonious situation. And again, this is what he talks about, a balanced planet. We ourselves, as we study Spiritism and we study our own self and become nicer, more fraternal and caring people, our vibration changes, our harmony changes. This collective harmony vibrations of the human race on the planet affects the planet. The whole planet will eventually then, the harmony vibrations will go to a higher level and become a planet of regeneration. And that's what he's talking about. The reconfigure, the reincarnation process will eventually get us so that everyone here will be fraternal, loving. There won't be as much hate. It might be a little bit left, right? But there won't be as much. It'll be a much better place. It will be a paradise on earth. I'll carry on. Rest assured, brothers, that we are interested in you, and more when we observe that the light of the desire to understand and know spiritual processes grows. The magnitude of the work of mediumship with Christ is a scientific philosophical study because mediumship, it is proficient. It needs to be proven and approved through individual dedication and collective dedication, where it manifests itself in the Spiritist house that oozes light and the desire to serve. God is with everyone of so many pains and sufferings, but full of hope, where faith is light, bringing us the certainty that with the struggle, perseverance, with the application of the law of love, we will come out victorious before the shadows that still persist, but are absent as the light intensifies. Let us stay with the certainty of the friendly presence of the spiritual brothers, that each one is to lovingly welcome, opening the mental field so that they can possess the sublime message of light and understanding of spiritual knowledge. Everyone has the power, the strength of the transformation that needs to be done. Let us trust, apply the resources already learned, and march forward because the light of good is overflowing the atmosphere of the shadows, which still remains on the threshold. Again, what he's saying, that there's a lot of bad vibrations here. There's a lot of people that won't make it to heaven. There's a lot of people that do great injustices that are still materialistic. And so therefore, the work of mediums is to help each individual person and to bring more messages so people can study and transform themselves. So there will be a light of love throughout the earth. A lot of peace, God with everyone, Jesus in our hearts as servants of the world that we still are. Much peace, my children. May the work be in balance, in harmony. Thank God. So if you'd like to learn about how you can raise up your spirituality, how you can transform yourself, I recommend my book, How to Live Inner Peace Through Spiritism. It will take you in a step-by-step process of what you need to achieve. The Spirit Andre Luis gave us 24 short sentences in a poem form, and I take each one of those short sentences and say, okay, this is what the spirit world meant by what we have to attain. This is how we can attain it by giving examples from other Spiritist writings. I hope this helps you. I have a blog at nwspiritism.com, which you can find many articles on Spiritism. And of course, I have many other videos about Spiritism and different aspects of Spiritism on this video channel. God bless.